good morning everyone, it's your old pal Jordan the Lion. How are all of you today? Excellent! I am hanging around waiting for my new phone to get delivered. I finally decided on a new cell phone. It looks like it's going to be awesome. The day that I found it, I was like, how come I've never heard of this phone? And it turns out it was released the day before, so it's really, really new, and I keep hoping it'll come today because my old phone is having the same problems that the new phone that I got is having, so it must be a blanket problem across Samsung where no matter what you delete, it just will not be acknowledged by the memory. And so now I'm to the point where my entire phone is full and I either have to wipe it, do a factory reset, which I don't want to do again because I lost some stuff last time I did it, or transfer everything to a new phone. So I'm just hoping that phone comes. Now, Breck texted me today and said that he's looking for something to do today and he wants to come vlogging, so this ought to be a fun one. I didn't really have anything planned right off the top of my head, but I remembered something that I found about a year ago and remembered the story behind it, and it kind of involves a magic trick, and it also involves Penn and Teller. So I've kind of set up the trick so when Breck gets here, without him knowing, we'll kind of include him in on it, and then we'll go to the cemetery up at Forest Lawn and we'll hopefully reveal this, and hopefully it'll come out perfect. So, Daze with Jordan the Lion, hopefully pranking Breck, will begin now. Now there's the setup for our trick. That's really all it is. And I'm presuming that Breck has never seen this before, so that'll be fun. And this guy's already been to the park. He's had lunch. He's had a great day already. Now he's just waiting for his pal Breck to show up, aren't you? Breck? You're excited to see Breck? You haven't seen him in a while, have you? Well, don't get too active about it. I got some mail today. Now at the concert, which was like 2 months ago, we were supposed to get a signed 8x10, and that night they said, well, it's possible that we won't get them to you tonight, so if we don't get them to you after you meet the band on your way out of there, we're gonna mail them to you. And it took a while, and I think maybe they felt bad that it took so long. It does look great, but I think they maybe felt bad that it took so long because they actually sent me two. Can't complain about that. What are you so excited for? Is it because that guy's here?
Yeah.
Give him a second. All right, Breck, so are you a fan of magic?
I am.
You are a fan of magic, okay. So what I want to do with you is I want to show you a magic trick.
Okay.
So can you pick up the cards? Actually, I'll give you the cards. Shuffle the cards in your hand. And then put them just back down on the bed over here, right under the box of cards.
Under the cards? Okay.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Oh no, I just meant over here. Okay, so and grab the marker real quick. And then let's see the marker. Oh, sign the envelope.
Okay.
Pick up the envelope.
Just
sign
mark it some way so I know it's mine, right?
Yeah, sign the envelope.
Okay.
And then take the top card from your stack and put that card inside the envelope. Don't show us.
Should I look at it?
Yeah, you can if you want. Don't show us though.
Okay, I know what it is.
Put it in the envelope. And then seal up the envelope and put the envelope in your pocket.
Okay. It is in my pocket.
Okay. Now we will we'll finish the trick later. It's actually a field trip we're taking that hopefully should explain this trick.
So I should hold on to this.
You should hold on to it.
Okay.
So there's nothing different about this deck of cards. There's nothing out of the ordinary about this deck, other than you might notice that because they're Hard Rock Cafe, if I can get this to focus, they're Hard Rock Cafe hotel cards. That's the only difference. And on these particular cards, they just cut the corners, but that's on every card, so it's not. There's nothing different. The trick has nothing to do with the cards being trick cards or anything. It was more of, well, you'll find out later.
Right.
You're watching SpaceX, aren't you? You're watching the SpaceX launch. You're very intrigued. Breck, you have no clue where we're going right now, do you? You're just going off my directions.
I'm just following instructions.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. across. The Invasion of the Body Snatchers bridge right there. So kind of unrelated, but up here to the right, this gated community up here is where Corey Haim was living when he passed away, right up in there. This is the second entrance. I think it was closer to being right behind here, building he was in. Oh, there's a big old sign hint to where we're going right there. Yep, we're gonna pass by the Warner Brother gates over here. Yeah, Breck said he wanted to do a cemetery vlog today, so I guess he won. You know, Breck, it's never a slow day here. No matter when I come to a cemetery, there's never like a time where there's not a bunch of people. That tells you a lot, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, you don't ever come at night.
Yeah, well, that's true. So I guess Breck thinks there should be more night cemetery vlogs. I don't know. Breck actually just said I've never brought him to this cemetery, and a lot of famous people are buried up here where we're gonna be, so we'll show a couple of those. Breck just got to look at that and he's like, wow, that's impressive. I love coming to this cemetery. It's a very beautiful one. There's Stan Laurel right there. The funny part about this is Breck has not yet asked what we're here to vlog.
I'm figuring I'm just rolling with it.
I'm gonna show Breck one other really awesome person that we always have to visit when we come here. One of my favorites of all time. We have to stop and see Jack Tripper, John Ritter. Yeah, Breck's right. He said, oh, you did a whole vlog on that. Yeah, I did a whole vlog on John Ritter and his grave and all that stuff if you want to check it out. Not necessarily meant to be like a stop at a bunch of graves, but since Breck had never been here before, I figured we have to. That must have been a very popular person. Look how many flowers are on top of that. I think we're looking for this down here. Okay, we're getting super close now. So, Breck, do you remember who I told you we came here to vlog, or what we came here to vlog?
No. All you did is tell me about the magic trick.
Okay, well, we're here at the Penn and Teller gravesite.
Oh, okay.
Did you know that Penn and Teller were dead?
I did not know that.
Because they're not. They're still alive.
That's what I thought.
But this is part of their trick, and this is something that they put together, and I think it's pretty hilarious. Cool. So why don't you go ahead and pull that envelope out of your pocket.
All right.
Open it up. Don't tell us what the card is yet. Just kind of keep the card to yourself.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay. You're looking at the card, right? Okay.
It's the card I put in there.
Now, come over here and take a look at the Penn and Teller gravesite.
Okay. Wow.
Pull out your card. Huh. 3 of clubs.
Yeah, that's a good trick.
Yeah. Is this your card? So how we did this today is exactly what it was meant for. They wanted this to be a joke that people could, if you couldn't get here, you could look up the gravestone online, but what their plan was they wanted people to do exactly what I did. Now here's how I did it. When Breck came over, I had already pulled the 3 of clubs out of the deck and it was under the envelope. So when Breck shuffled the cards and he put them down and I said, will you pick up that marker? When he picked up that marker, I put the envelope on top of the deck of cards, making that the top card. I don't think Penn and Teller would mind that I told you that, since they not only put it in a book, but did it on an episode of their TV show. So Breck then thought his top card was that card, which it then was. He put it in his pocket with his name on it, and I couldn't get to it. And then we came here, he opened it up, and
voila.
Joke's on him. That was his card, the 3 of clubs. All right, being the victim of the trick, Breck, what did you think of their trick? Do you like it?
It's a great trick. Yeah, it's very funny because of this graveyard or the cemetery stone there.
Now, instead of the marker, what they suggest people do is say after you put the cards down, they suggest you say, what time is it, so that somebody has to look at their watch or their phone or whatever. But I thought, yeah, you know, I thought it might be a little too obvious doing it that way, so I threw the marker across the bed and I made you go after it that way. So
notice that. I just noticed the marker on the
So yeah, today's vlog is a cemetery vlog, but it's not the typical one because it's actually a magic trick. And if you can believe it, you're probably sitting there going, that's kind of cool that the cemetery allowed them to do this. They didn't have a choice. Apparently the cemetery forest lawn fought, and so they thought, you know, they didn't want a magic trick to be in a place of dignity like this cemetery, but the lawyers got involved and Penn and Teller won. So if you're ever in Hollywood and you want to play a trick on someone, get yourself a cheap deck of cards at the 99-cent store, follow the instructions that I just did, bring them out here and watch them get spooked. So Breck, do you want to find out how I came up with this idea for the vlog? Is that right here where the tombstone is for the trick, it's actually right across from where Telly Savalas is buried. So when I was coming here doing the Telly Savalas vlog a few weeks ago, I actually walked right past that and said, what is Penn and Teller? Why are they here? What is this all about? So yeah, there's visit Telly while we're here. Telly Aristotle Savalas. And yeah, so I looked it up and I said, oh, that's a great vlog idea. So today was our day. Now before we go, I figured I'd show a few more people that are buried right up here in this section. This is, even though Paul Walker was cremated, this is his official grave spot. It's a very interesting tombstone with the eye up there. And then not too far past Paul Walker is another pretty famous guy. His grave's right over here, especially in Los Angeles. That is Dr. Jerry Buss, the former owner of the Los Angeles Lakers in their heyday, and also former owner of Pickfair, home of Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford. He was the owner during that whole Showtime Lakers period. Here they've got a bench that says, I love LA, the city, and myself were soulmates, Jerry Buss. And I promised Breck a few more. Here's Marty Feldman from Young Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
It's hilarious. He got the part, and the monster, Frankenstein's monster, and Gene Wilder all got the same. They were all in the movie because they had the same agent. And Gene Wilder was writing this, and he said, write something that Marty Feldman and who is the guy? I'm drawing a blank. He was on Everyone Loves Raymond. Everybody Loves Raymond. Write something they could be in, and he goes, why? And he said, because they're my clients and they need jobs too. Peter Boyle. Peter Boyle's who we were thinking of. Now we're gonna go over here and I'm gonna show Breck one grave that is right over in the yard over here by the chapel. Right over here. So who we're looking for that's buried over here is Tom Bosley, Howard Cunningham from Happy Days, and the voice of David the Gnome. And there he is. Husband, father, grandfather, brother, and uncle. I'm drifting to, dreaming of you till tomorrow comes. Man, heard a lot of his voice growing up from David the Gnome, that's for sure. And Happy Days, I watched all the reruns. He has to have a photo with it, of course. Well, I think we're done here. Let's head out of here. Breck, do you see what that says?
I do.
Topless maids. Do you need a house cleaning?
I wish I knew about that a week ago.
Do you think that the real estate agent would have approved that service?
Not considering the fact that she paid for it.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone, we're going to call it a day on this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know Breck enjoyed it. And he also told me that he knows exactly when he's ready to finally move to Texas, depart from here and go to Texas. And so I'm going to go on that road trip with him. And he told me basically his route. And I started looking at it and I go, oh, it's too bad that we're not going here or here or here or here, because those are all things that I really, really want to vlog. And then, so I just started putting them all into a map, and we found out that it really only added 2 hours to our trip. And we're going to take, you know, we basically have 2 spare days. We know how long it will take, and we have 2 spare days to get there. So we agreed to do my route. So this should be a fun trip. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. And of course, goodbye.